And we're back with
We're back.
and we're back with the very beautiful Heidi Krantz. She's a professional life and dating coach, and she's here to guide us. She's going to give us a blueprint to find the love that we desire, right, Heidi?
That's right, Chris.
Yeah, Heidi.
You got it.
Yeah.
So happy to have you in person.
I know.
So happy to be here.
I
Really
know.
excited.
We've been
to be
dying to
here.
have you here.
Thank you.
We're all on the edge of our seat now. We all want to know what this blueprint is.
And I'm going to share it with you.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's called Love with a Plan.
Yes, it
Heidi's
is.
Love with a Plan,
That's
right?
right.
And what made you develop it? How did you come up with the signature system?
So what's happened for me over the years in working with individual clients and with workshop participants is I noticed that we approach every aspect of our lives with a very well thought out plan. So whether it's our career, our education, even our vacations, like your weekends
Atlantic
away.
City
Okay?
trip.
That's true.
Very well thought out and planned out. But somehow when it comes to our love lives, which is really such an important part of our lives, we just wing it with no plan at all. And I see this time and time again. So what happens when we wing it is we just get pulled along with the current. We get pulled towards physical attraction or pulled towards availability, pulled towards whoever might be pursuing us, the right place at the right time, or pulled around no place at all. And none of those are really recipes for a lasting, happy relationship. I mean, you could get lucky when you're pulled around by the current,
Right.
but we want to really make more powerful choices and really direct where we want our love life to go.
I love it.
I love it too.
I can't
Now,
wait to
Heidi,
I can't wait to
listen.
find out what I did.
Exactly. Now, Heidi, tell our viewers, how do they begin?
Okay.
The steps.
Here's how you begin. Nothing gets built without a dream and a vision, right? So, simple way, step number one to begin your dream and your vision. Identify 5 must-have traits in your partner. When you think about your partner, 5 and 10 years down the road, if you're looking for a long-term relationship, if that's your goal. So the reason I say 5 is it's not a long laundry list of everything that you want, in a person, because what is that a recipe for? Disappointment. So you want to really think about the core traits and values that need to be in place when you envision yourself with this person down the road. What is most important to you? And this really takes a lot of thought, and it takes time. And I really encourage you to take the time and the effort, spend the time defining each trait as you really see it, because what a trait means to me and means to you could be completely
Right.
different.
So you're not saying to put traits like he has to be tall, dark, and handsome. He has to
Like
have
an Eric
brown hair.
Decker. He doesn't
Right.
need to look like Eric
Right.
Decker. Whoa.
So
You're saying more if he's religious, you want somebody spiritual, things like that.
there you go. When you think about when you're home with this person and the door is closed, what needs to be in place for you to be happy?
Okay.
So you want to really work to identify what are the traits behind what you're thinking of. So even when you're thinking of that you want somebody who's physically attractive, and of course we all do,
Right.
but what are the traits behind it? Maybe that person is just lucky right now to be physically attractive. What are the values behind it? Does this person value healthy living? Does this person value their appearance? Those are the things that are going to kind of ensure that even down the road, they're going to look attractive.
Right.
Okay? Same thing, I can give another example. Some of my clients choose a trait of family-minded. They're really looking for somebody family-minded. So you have ways of kind of eliciting if the person is family-minded. So how do you elicit it? Not necessarily by asking, are you family-minded? Because when
Right.
someone really likes you, they're going to tell you what you want to hear and not
Sure.
necessarily what is so. So you want to really ask open-ended questions like, how did you spend your weekend? How did you spend your vacation? And listen for family members.
Okay.
And that's going to kind of start honing and leading you to start identifying the traits.
And so that identifies whether they're into their family?
By how they spend their time, not if they tell you they're into their family.
Okay.
But by how they spend their time. And you're certainly not going to learn it from one weekend. You're
Right.
going to learn it by asking about a weekend and a vacation and a holiday and kind of piecing it together from what you hear.
So if they're not matching up to what we want on the list, we should not see them again, basically.
Okay. So your list, you really want to be very true to your list.
Okay.
But remember, it's only 5 traits. The kicker here
Oh, we have a
is
kicker.
the
Let's hear the kicker, Heidi. Come on.
The kicker, and this is a must.
Yes.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
You must
Let me do
make
the
a
bell for this
commitment. This deserves a bell. You must be flexible with every other trait that comes up. Okay? So, and I guarantee you, there will be traits that you might find disappointing or
Okay.
you might wish were otherwise in every relationship. So you need to be flexible about those traits. So I'm all for being open-minded and flexible in your search for love,
Okay.
except for your 5 must-haves. And
Okay.
this is a very important key.
So if they don't have the 5 must-haves, we should just move on and keep searching for the
Yes,
person who
and
matches.
yes,
Okay.
because that's what you have to be true to, and you need to find that out as early on as you can. If they potentially have your must-have traits, and if they don't, it's a deal breaker.
Oh. So
And-
Heidi, if I'm
Okay.
sorry, dude.
No, go ahead.
So if you're on a date
Yes.
and it's clear that maybe one thing out of your 5 is not there. So you're saying at that point, you say thanks so much, you end the date, and then you just end it. There's no reason to continue?
You might not know it all
Okay.
in one date, but you will be getting a pretty good idea.
Okay.
And yes, if you have really thought through carefully your 5 must-haves, then if even one is not in place, it's not going to work. Because you don't want to find out in 10 years, you know what, I thought I could work with that, but I can't.
Right.
Yep.
And you're saying we find that out by asking the open-ended questions when you're on the date.
Yes.
That's how we figure out if they
So
have the traits that we're
you
looking
can
for.
start asking your open-ended questions from your very beginning interactions.
Okay.
You know, and open-ended questions open up conversation. They don't end with yes and no answers because you don't learn about a person from that. So, for example, did you like the movie? You're going to get a yes or a no.
Right.
What did you like best about the movie?
Oh,
Now you're
super.
going to start really learning about the person. You're going to learn about their values and what they like and what's important to them.
Is it okay to ask if they want marriage and a family when you're on a date?
Yeah,
or how do you find
soon?
that
I
out?
feel like that's a very
So great question.
Yeah.
Great
That would
question,
be-
girl.
No, especially,
in the heart of the
especially
matter.
when you're older and you're looking for somebody on the same page.
Yes. So it's really important that you find out early on if this person has the same goals.
Right.
And that's going to avoid disappointment and dating burnout. So you don't want to ask about it in relation to yourself because it's too soon.
Right.
But you can ask in general kind of questions like, so how do you see yourself in 5 years from now or
Oh,
10
that's a
years from
great
now?
way to do it.
And, you know, see what they say. Do they see themselves with a partner? Do they see themselves married? Do they see themselves with children? Do they see themselves traveling around the world alone? You know,
Right.
those kind of general questions about their goals and how they see themselves can tell you a lot. And sometimes even on internet dating, it's listed, you know,
Oh, right, that's true.
what they're looking for. Now, granted, not everyone is telling the truth,
Right.
but some people won't even put it up there. You know, they'll
that's
just
true.
say they're looking for, you know, companionship or a date, and they won't put anything up there about long term.
Yeah, online dating gets frustrating, I think, for a lot of people,
Yes.
right? You
Yes.
see the same people over and over.
So, yes,
Good. I
I
thought it
work
was
with
great,
clients
yeah.
every day around internet dating and, you know, really transforming that experience from a frustrating and disappointing
Mm-hmm.
experience to an effective and successful one that can actually be fun and can actually bring results.
Now, how do we do that?
I love it. But wait, let's go to a commercial because we want to hear all
Already?
about this.
Oh,
Yes.
my God, I
Let's
was
go
just
to a
getting juicy
commercial,
here.
and then we're going to get all this important information from Heidi.
Grab
Yeah.
a Tito!